this week, exclusively on Pal Soccer. Buckle up because it's about to get awesome. Not only will you see action from all four of my kids playing at some of the highest levels of Colorado youth soccer, you're going to get an inside glimpse of what it's like to be a target on historically the best Sunday men's league team in the elite division of the Colorado Premier League. No time to monkey around. Let's get you to the action, baby. Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm getting better at these introductions. I'm kind of excited to see what this whole weekend brings for us. That's me right there. I'm Ty, for those of you new to the channel. The dude rocking the ponytail, which typically I usually rock a man bun, but I used shampoo and conditioner the night before, so my hair was a little bit fluffy and curly, which I kind of liked. So basically what I'm going to show you here is a lot of highlights and some lowlights throughout our weekend. I coached my son Theo's team. We're the Burgandy team. That was Carter who made a sweet save there. And what you're going to see next is our newest addition to the team, Adriel, with a banger on his left foot. So last fall season, we actually had a very, very successful campaign. I think we only gave up 9 goals in 8 games. I mean, we were on fire, had a lot of clean sheets. But then during the transition phase into the spring period, nice shot there from Dexter, just barely wide. Theo with the assist, all started from Adriel. Here's Adriel's second goal, by the way. The kid scored 3 goals in a matter of 5 minutes, just caught on fire. Adriel transferred to our team. He actually moved up 2 different teams. He's really developed at an incredible pace. Most kids don't see that kind of development and change. Anyway, our previous season, this is going to be Adriel's third goal. It's going to come off a Matias shot, the rebound. Adriel's there to follow it up. Great job, Adriel. Good work, buddy. So last season, though, we had a kid named Jesus who was an excellent defender, and he played like 90% of our games. I'm trying to figure out who can take his slot. Let me know, what do you think about Dexter there with that tackle? He's our other newest addition, actually. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out who could be that left back for us. Primarily the way I like to coach 7v7, or actually basically any level. What a finish that was, too. Incredible from Matias, one of our center mids. I like to have a lot of consistency in the back. So usually, if you're a defender on my team, especially if you're a central defender, you don't sub off very much. And here's what's going on now is that we don't have consistent defending. As you can see, we just got scored on here in the second half. That's because Matias pelted Julian with the ball and then made sure that he was okay. Matias, he'll be fine, yeah. Go give him some cover. Well, what ended up happening, though, in this match is the other team scored 2 goals midway through, and I got a little bit nervous. Speaking of nervous, I was a tiny bit nervous for this kid right here. Jackson Powers just took a rock-solid head-to-head contact. His dad is a former Division 1 football player, and he said, "You're fine, get up," which I love. Brian Powers is his name. He was a standout, I believe it. Iowa, I want to say. Maybe Iowa State. I don't know. I know those two are big rivals, so he's probably going to be mad when he hears this. But either way, his kid is tough as nails, which is awesome because you need toughness to be on my team. And you also need to be able to win if you want to be on my team. That's another good goal from Matias. Anyway, things are going to be tough for us this season, though, given that I have not filled out that defensive role yet. I got to figure that out. You'll see that later this weekend because we got another game Sunday. Big win for the boys, though, 5-2. All right, moving on next, we got Mirabelle, who was just about an hour and a half later. Yeah, same facility, Northwest Open Spaces. Love how that works out. Oh, there you are. That's Mirabelle. She is my third born, and she's a sweetheart, and she is an excellent player too. She's got a lot of pace. She's attack-minded. She's very versatile as well. Here she is creating our first opportunity off the crossbar. Remy nearly put it away. Now, what I love about this team that I've got to coach for almost 2 years now is the consistency. We've figured things out. The players all know each other. They're very familiar with one another. Look at this. Across from Mirabelle, Remy with a one-touch finish off the post. And we've really established and developed a style of play that works for us. Here's the second half. We turned it on in the second half. On this team, yeah, there's Ella. Ella's had an excellent season as well. She's really started to learn her positioning and get into areas where she can have some nice finishes, easy goals as a matter of fact. And then Remy's just there at the right time. I mean, this team's done excellent. They have a lot of really good players. The age group change, and next season we'll see how things play out. It's going to be very competitive for him. This is my favorite goal of the game, by the way. You're going to see Maple here, cutting inside with the left, keeping possession, passing out wide to Remy. Remy's going to find Ella inside, and look at this finish. Yeah, just putting it away. That's just simple, smart, clean, easy soccer. I think that's what happens over time when you play together with your group. Our defenders, Lucia and Z, have been our defenders pretty much the entire time. And then we've rotated a couple forwards. It's usually Mirabelle and Charlie that play up top, and they've done a great job. Corinne is a winger, Remy is a winger, Grace can play multiple spots, she's fielded in the back, and then Maple's just been a standout of a center mid. Here's Maple again, showing you why she's a beast, just taking the game over. So glad to have Maple on our team. Anyway, we end up winning this one 6-0. Great win for the girls. Consistency is key. All right, now we're already moving on to game number 3. This one takes us all the way down south to Gate Soccer Complex for Eliana. As you can see, I had to help out as an AR. They were short one. I said, I'm certified. I could do it. I don't have my shoes, but I can still run. And so they gave me the flag. I only did it for a couple minutes. First goal was an own goal. Unfortunate for the Rapids. We're actually the white team, Colorado Rush. Here's Ellie after you saw there was a foul there. We're going to put this in slow motion. She had a free kick that was just a banger. Awesome free kick from Eliana, almost at half field. Let's get a different angle. What's really cool about this is I have a buddy on the other team. His name is Kevin, who had his Veo up, and he said to me, Ty, I could send a Veo link to you if you want. I said, that sounds really cool, man. And then he went out of his way to send to me. So I had kind of two angles. I had my Veo up and had his Veo up. The Rapids team, though, was excellent. Their goalkeeper, a girl named Brooke, I actually had the honor of coaching her a little bit in the futsal program. Again, we're the white team. Yeah, we're called Rush North Select. We're trying to score as many goals as possible, but this goalkeeper just was shutting us down. Here's Collins with a left-footed banger, upper 90. Brooke said, no, you don't, not today. And then we thought we had another really good chance. Collins off the volley. Great strike, and Brooke was able to keep it out of the goal. Took a special moment from Reagan, who's really made herself like a natural known player on PAL Soccer. Yeah, well, for good reason, Reagan, because you are crushing it, kiddo. Eliana's whole team is doing awesome, and I'm telling you what, they're going to go undefeated. I'm calling it. Okay, so our fourth and final game is coming at you in a rainy condition. We had to drive up north to Regis University. Lue is playing in the Colorado Cup, which is kind of like the state cup. We're actually scheduled to play against our Elite 2 team. There's Lou. She's on the Elite 1 team, which we train with this team often, and we see them all the time, so it's kind of funny. That's just how the schedule landed for us. We try to get up early on them. Colorado Cup, there's no finals. Basically, whoever has the most points at the end of all of your games, Evie with a great shot off the post. She's had a lot of goals this season. She might be our leading goal scorer. It's either her or another player named Olive, who's also very good. Anyway, whoever is at the top of the standings ends up winning the Colorado Cup. And there's Jolie from distance. Good strike. I love a good shot from distance. And guess what happens in the second half? Referee saw lightning. I'm like, are you serious, dude? I didn't see no lightning, you know? Technology's ruining. When I was a kid, the only time you cancel for lightning is when lightning struck and you actually saw lightning, you know? It's probably for the better. Okay, now we're at game 5 of our weekend. This is Sunday. Check out the yellow jerseys that we're wearing. Those are actually called youth medium-sized yellow pinnies. Yeah, our jersey guy got a flat tire, didn't bring the jerseys. I had youth pinnies in my car, fortunately. And look how it fits on that guy, Jack Rambo, we should call him Jambo. And look at this play right here. Yeah, clearly we're the yellow team. That was a penalty. I mean, this defender on our opposing team, he's not even playing the ball. He like spear tackled our guy. How does the referee not call that? The team we're playing against is called Spartanos. They're a new team. I'm on a team called Harpos OG, and I have not experienced this yet in any level of soccer. Oh, the crossbar nearly took out the Spartanos goalkeeper. So we switched out goals, and then it was funny. The other goal that we brought in had the same issue. The crossbar up top was kind of loose, so we just didn't tell the referee. Yeah. All right, so the team that I'm on, Harpos OG, we have so many quality players. This guy, Juan Pablo, he's made his debut multiple times. Gets the ball into Jack, and Jack gets taken out from behind. Jack is too fast, and this should actually be a yellow card, all right? Some people were asking me, Ty, should that be a red card, denying a clear goal scoring opportunity? The answer is no. You don't do that unless the player that's fouling makes no attempt at playing the ball. But because he slid and did make an attempt at the ball, it should be a yellow card caution and a penalty kick. Very unfortunate that he did get away without a yellow card. You're going to see why a little bit later. So Jack's going to step up here in the penalty, but oh no, there, Portero, which means goalie, made the save. I actually speak a lot of Spanish. This is the violinista. I bet you can guess what that word means, violinist. He's going to play the ball out to Dan Campbell. Former UC Davis standout, whiffs just wide of the post. Okay, Spartanos did have a couple good opportunities. Here's one of them. They had this forward that was just a handful to deal with. Had a good shot on Hayden. Hayden got both hands behind it. And then I was able to steal the ball from Hayden and clear it out. A few moments later, a quick foul. We're going to take it very quickly. This is Bryson, one of my favorite guys on the team. He is such a good guy, and I love all the guys, so that's extra special. Bryson actually rolled his ankle really bad a couple weeks prior in my co-ed game, so he's playing with a sprained ankle, and as he cut across, you can see it was a little tough for him. Usually he puts that one away. All right, now this highlight's really special. This is Spartanos, again, getting into our zone, and they're looking to find that switch. Fortunately, we were able to get a touch in. Hayden got it, but here's the real highlight here. This is Eliana and her really good friend Allie, Juan Pablo's daughter, playing Ring Around the Rosie and Chase. All my kids get to hang out with Allie. She is so sweet. And honestly, one of the best things about being on like an outdoor team, nice shot there from Jack, almost gave us the lead going into the half. Okay, early on in the second half, I'll tell you more in just a moment. This is my fault. I'm the center back right there, and I backed away because I didn't want this forward to get the ball, but all I did was, by not pressing, gave that guy time and space to pass to the forward, who slotted home. I told you he's a handful, man. He was a really good player. But anyway, one of my favorite things about DC with a diving header, yeah, goalkeeper, the portero with the save. One of my favorite things about being on a men's team is the community that you get and getting to hang out with so many great people. Okay, now check this out, though. What in the world? How is this not a penalty? I mean, this defender is literally not playing the ball at all. Watch it. We'll circle it right here. Yeah, pay attention. He's got his back turned to the ball, and he's going to undercut our guy, DC, as he jumps up for the ball. How do you not give a yellow card and a penalty for that? Because that's actually very dangerous play right there. Dan could have been severely injured laying on his back, and then the guy in the red, he just lays there like he's the one that got hurt. Like, come on now. Give me a break. Yeah, well, we end up getting a break. How about that for a finish? That's a left-footed banger from Drew off the Juan Pablo assist. But Spartanos, these dogs, darn it. Again, we didn't step to this forward who got the ball, dished it through, nice through ball pass. We put Hayden in a really terrible situation, 1v1. Hayden a lot of times will make that save, but just couldn't get that one. And then just a few moments later, we're in deep trouble here. It looks like it's a 1v2, and that's me. I'm like 40 years old and slow as crap, but fortunately, I think the dude that was running was probably like 37 or 38, you know, so we came out of it. Hayden, great positioning. And then another penalty. This is a clear penalty. I don't know how the referee missed it. That's 3 penalties that we should have got. We'll put it in slow motion. You don't need VAR, though, to see this. The guy completely misses the ball and takes out our guy, Chris Klopper. Come on, ref, and that should be a yellow card. You gave nothing, man. I hate to harp on a referee because I am one, but, you know, it's my YouTube channel. I can do what I want. And look at this! At least finally the cards caught up. This team was, they fouled this quite a bit. This is this guy's second yellow, yeah. So they go down a man for like the last 15 minutes or so, which is great and well deserved. They actually should have gotten more yellow cards, which I'll show you in a little bit. So check out this play, by the way. This should be a straight red card. Jack's going to get the ball. He's going to cut inside. This is straight leg tackle. That right foot with his studs showing wins the ball. This is actually like one of the ways that I broke one of my legs. I broke both my legs. Isn't that crazy? That's actually what got me into refereeing like 5 years ago, is that I never wanted something like this to happen. Dude, I'd freaking light this dude up with a red card. When I'm reffing, if I see anyone do something like that, there's no like arguing. You're out of here. You're gone. Okay, and that should have actually been his second yellow because that's the player that took us out in the first one. We had the penalty, which sucks. Okay, Juan Pablo with a great shot on his left. We're up a man, and this is going to be Kyle Richards, who has a great effort. Kyle Richards, a former Notre Dame standout. He's lost 20 pounds since I seen him last. He looks good, and that's a good finish there as well, Kyle. That's because you put in all the time and effort in the gym or staying away from snacks, whatever it is you did. You got to share, dude. So anyway, with about 5 minutes left, oh, dude, I had a chance to be the hero. Juan Pablo sent it to me at the far post, and I headed it over the crossbar. Not easy to do. Now, this is literally the last second of the game, basically. And look what the referee's going to call. Of all the things to call, he's going to call a foul. Where? Where do you see a foul? This forward is just looking for contact. He's looking to go down. I think he's calling it on my buddy Edgar. But for what? I mean, come on. Do you guys see anything here? Like, why did you do that? Of all the things you could have called, you called that. Of all the things you didn't call, credit to their player, Spartanos. That guy buried a top corner shot. Then we had the kickoff. The game was basically over, so we lost 3-2. I'm not going to complain and say I feel slighted, but I'm kind of complaining I feel slighted. Now, I will say one perk about being a big soccer family with all 6 of us playing is that if one of us loses, it only takes like an hour for us to feel like winners again usually, because the next person in our family is probably going to win. This goal that we scored only took us about 42 seconds actually. I fast forward a little bit to show you right off the kickoff. We regain possession and Reagan's going to play a ball across the goal, and check out this finish. Loosey-goosey finds the bottom side of the right post. Reagan again, Pal Soccer. Yeah, this is Colorado Cup, so this is their second game in 2 days. We're actually playing against a team called Rush White, which is ironic that we're playing against Rush White when they're actually in blue. We score another goal. Yeah, Reagan, a goal and an assist. Look at you go, girl. Keep it up. And then Lucy had a chance to put us up 3 shortly after we had all the momentum. They had a really good goalie. That's one thing that we don't have on our team is a consistent goalkeeper. So a lot of kids have had to step up, and honestly, it's got to be tough for a coach, too. You have to make difficult decisions in order to win games. Z has been one of those kids that stepped up, and she's done an outstanding job as a goalie, but she's more of a kid that wants to score goals than a goalie. So going into the half, we had one more opportunity late, but look at that left-handed diving save. That's incredible. That goalie is really good. Okay, so second half, though, both teams played in the middle of the field, pretty conservative. The breakthrough moment came. It's going to be Elise with a long bomb to, yeah, you guessed it, Z. I told you she's not a goalie. Well, she was our goalie in the first half, but she likes to score goals, please. Nice work, Z. Big time game, big time win. Okay, now our third game of the day was literally at 1 o'clock. Last one was at 12. Same complex, just a little field over. I had to sneak away to get to this game first, and it's going to be one of Lu's awesome teammates, Eliana, who had a breakthrough moment and got one with her left. And then Eliana, you're going to get a sweet one here. This one from distance. I don't know if it was far as Eliana's goal, but this is pretty far away, and that is awesome. Floated over the top of the keeper. And look how big the goals are. At this age group, if you can hit shots from distance, dude, you totally should, man, because it's fantastic. Now, Eliana also ended up getting herself the third goal of our game. We're playing against a team called Pride. Well, guess what? We are proud of you, Eliana, because you're not done yet, son. You said, you know what? 3 is not enough for me. I want to go for number 4. Give me the ball so I can score 4 goals in a row. Eliana, that is a fantastic breakout game, which is kind of what we expect of you because you're a little bit of a baller and a ringer, if you know what I mean. And then here's Lou on a free kick. You know, Eliana's awesome, but you know who's more awesome than her is her little brother. He is so cute. His name is Xander. Can we just get to Xander real quick? Yeah, this little guy right here. Okay, Mill and I helped with the Soccer Start program, and we got Xander to sign up. His dad wanted him to do golf, but dude, the kid's just too cute, and he's a natural, and he's got a brother, Zane. Here's Zane right here, Theo's buddy. We love that whole family. If you're interested in signing your kid up for soccer, you should start with something like Soccer Start for 3 or 4-year-olds. That was me doing my gorilla chest. Okay, back to the game. Here's Lou with the free kick. I caught it on my phone while it was going on the Veo, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, I encourage you always have your phone ready. You never know when your kid might score a goal. I've had to delete a lot of videos for the record too when I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to score. And then no, they don't. Yeah. Lou again, though, did get a second goal of the game. We end up winning this one 6-0. So great job to the girls. They're going to be Colorado Cup champions. Okay, our 8th and final game of the weekend. This is 3:30 down in South Denver. And what is this blue team doing? Why are you on my half of the field when we're on? Like, coach, show some soccer etiquette, man. Watch some Pal Soccer episodes. Learn a thing or two. Not calling them out. I'm not going to tell you which club Skyline is because that would be rude. But anyway, so the problem I'm having with our team right now is trying to solve that defensive spot. And you can see here that our defense has got to get a lot better. Here's 2 stabbing moments, missing a tackle. Those are both right-footed players on the left side. And unfortunately, you know what's going to happen next when you foul a kid. He's going to bury a free kick. Yeah, so we go down 1-0. Whatever, that's fine. We have a good attacking team. We'll bounce back. I'm still trying to figure out what I might do defensively. Jesus was just such a great player, and he seriously contributed so much. Hard to lose a key player like that. Yeah, and look, we're just kind of in a disarray, a tizzy of not knowing what to do. Oof. Yeah, Jesus definitely, we miss you, Jesus. If you're watching this right now, buddy, we love you, pal. I'm going to do my best to fix things, but last season we only gave up a total of like I said, 9 goals in 8 games. At least we could score goals. Christian with a nice finish. Adriel, good work there to get that shot off that was deflected. In this game, we're actually going to give up 7 total goals. Yeah, it's excruciating. Here's just another defensive mistake. You know, these kids aren't normally used to playing in these positions. I probably should have had Theo at left back, Jace at right back since Theo's left-footed. But we've got to look on a build-out to get the ball up the field, not just immediately play it across. We got swarmed under pressure. When you're under pressure, you make mistakes. And I hate making mistakes and I hate losing. It's just for me, I feel like winning feels normal. That's how it's supposed to be. And tying or losing just doesn't feel good. I lose sleep at night, actually. And yeah, I toss and turn and then I question myself and then I watch game tape. Here's Julian getting pelted with a ball and nobody steps and then they score. Yeah, it's like kicking a guy while he's down, you know. Pelt him with the ball and then scoring on us. Golly. Anyway, yeah, we're going to solve the defensive problem. I can promise you that. I've got a plan that is forming in my mind because right now, look at the defensive mistakes. We just can't give up sloppy goals like that. I think I'm going to teach the kids how to tackle, like how to slide tackle. You can slide tackle. The trick to defense, to being good at defense, though, is being patient. It's not about trying to take the ball. It's waiting till the other team gives you the ball. And here they give us the ball, and we do something special where there's Adriel. Yeah, Adriel, we're glad to have you on the team, by the way. You've done a really good job. The kid is learning faster than anyone else. He's unbelievably coachable. You should always be coachable, kids. If you're watching this, listen and do what your coach says. Don't just listen and then not do it. Yeah, maybe I need to put Adriel at defense. But then I don't know who's going to score goals. Yeah, it's just tough. It's tough. That's another goal they scored on us. So, my season is just, I'm going to work hard. There's no one that will work harder, I promise you that, than me to turn this ship, to right the ship around. So now I got to set a goal. Before the season, my goal was to finish actually first in the league is what I thought we were going to do. But then when we had all our transfers, that just created unique challenges. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. My guess right now, I'm calling it right now, we're finishing 3rd in the league. We're finishing 3rd in the league. At least 3rd. We're not going below 3rd. Yeah, so here's the standings. Rough stuff for us, but we'll bounce back. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next week's going to be a good one, too. Lots of action coming at you hot. Have a good weekend. God bless.